Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna and today we're visiting with Nan Montgomery, Allen County Extension Agent for Family and Consumer Sciences. And today we're talking turkey and how to make this beautiful bird. And Nan, I think the biggest part's planning, because unfortunately you can't go to the grocery store 2 days before and think that turkey's gonna thaw and then you're gonna be able to cook it.
It can take up to a week for a turkey to thaw out, depending on what size you get. So depending on, you need to add 1 day per 3 to 4 pounds of turkey. It is recommended that you thaw your bird or your turkey in your refrigerator. That is the safest method. However, you can use the cool water method. So you want to make sure that the water is cool. You would put it in a sink or some type of container like this, and you need to change the water every 30 minutes until that bird is thawed out. And then you can use a microwave. Most microwaves can only hold about a 10-pound bird, and then you would need to follow the instructions that come with the manual within your microwave if that is for the defrost options for that. So best way to do it is your refrigerator. That's the safest way. I'm going to put on some gloves because we need to remove what we call the giblets. So if you never cooked a turkey before, there are parts within the turkey that if you cook it in it, it will not taste very good at all. I can say that because I've done that before. So we are going to take out, this is the giblets. You can, we're going to set this aside because some people like to use these in like gravy or other parts of their Thanksgiving meal, and then other people discard it. The bird is, the way that the wings and different parts of the bird are, we need to make sure that we get everything taken out of here. So there's a couple ways that you can add flavor to your turkey. So first off, you can brine your turkey. So basically that's like a saltwater solution that's going to add flavor into your turkey. There's different types of brining kits that are available at your local grocery store, so you can pick that. So that's typically going to be an overnight, and you're going to put, like I said, the saltwater solution. All the instructions will be on here, and that gives your bird flavor. Another way that you can do is you can baste your turkey. So people will take like some type of oil or butter mixed in with seasonings, and they'll take their turkey baster and they will rub it all over, and they'll take the juices and get it in there through the cooking process. And then another way that you can use is just kind of like a dry rub mixture, which is what we're going to do today. So for this recipe to prepare our turkey, we're going to take 2 tablespoons of our olive oil, and we're just going to rub this all over our bird. And then I also have a seasoning mixture. So this is another 2 tablespoons of your favorite herb mixture. So today we're using basil and thyme. We also have 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper that's mixed in here.
The other way, Nan, that you can also add flavor to your turkey is actually injecting some type of Cajun butter or butter mixture into your turkey.
Yes, and then some people also like to put butter and carrots and celery, which is going to be inside. And you see that I am taking my hands and I am massaging the turkey. So you don't want to just pour your dry rub on it. You actually want to get it massaged into it so that it's on the skin. I'm going to flip my bird over because we want to make sure that we get all parts of the bird. We don't just want part of it to have all of that flavor. And so I am just going to pick up my bird. And there's also a rack in here, so you want to make sure that your bird stays on this rack. That's going to help the juices fall, and that's also going to help you if you choose to baste while your turkey is cooking.
Yeah, and we want to lay him on his back. These roasters are really nice, so you can kind of tuck this away because your bird does need a long time to cook.
Absolutely.
And you don't need that opening and closing of the oven to kind of deregulate your temperature.
This is a built-in meat thermometer, and it will pop out. However, we recommend that you actually use a meat thermometer to check all parts of your bird, you know, on the leg and in the breast area, and you want to get that to 165 degrees.
And one of my favorite ways is to get one of those the read thermometers where you can stick it in your bird and you can have the outside reading there, so you can kind of monitor the temperature of your bird.
We kind of recommend a 325 degrees as to what to cook your turkey on, and then about 3 to 4 hours. Now that does depend on the size of the bird. You can technically cook a bird that is frozen. That is another option. You still need to make sure that you remove the giblets, and then the cooking time is going to be 50% longer. Now ideally that's not recommended just because you're going to have more flavor with this type if you brine it or baste it or do some type of dry rub.
You know, if you stuff your bird, that also increases your cooking time.
The stuffing with inside your bird also needs to make an internal temperature of 165 degrees.
When we get this turkey out of the oven, it's going to smell delicious, look delicious, and we're going to leave that and make it rest for a little bit and then slice and serve. If you have any questions, make sure to contact your local extension office. Have a great day.